Chelsea Gallagher. Messages from the universe, please. Chelsea Gallagher. So, before even anything come out, I feel like you're holding back. I feel like you want something new. You're, like, afraid to move forward, though. You've got, yeah, Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. It feels like you're finally seeing clearly now in regards to things that you've been holding on to. Yeah. You got the Hermit, Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, Page of Wands. For a long time. You've been doing this for a long time. But you've also been wanting to, it feels like a bust out energy. Like, move forward, want to leave. But there's resistance. There's a lot of resistance, whether it's you being stuck in your head. Eight of Swords, Five of Wands, the Star. You know what you want. The Star, Five of Wands, Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. So the Star is, if this is about you and somebody else, you're stuck in, it feels like you're stuck in your head hoping that there's going to be a turnaround, a reset, a shift, a change. I mean, you can even apply that to work or a family member. If it is about a job, you cannot be afraid to move forward, especially if it's not treating you right where you're at right now. Now, if this is, let's go back to love. If it's about love, don't really belong there. Not with the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is too much confrontation. It creates inner turmoil. It sits heavy on your soul. It's hard to bounce back from that. So now, the last thing I'll say, just going back to the basics. Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Four of Pentacles is supposed to be stability. It's supposed to be a solid foundation. And with the Queen of Swords coming out, she's seeing the other side of the railroad tracks. She's, out of all the queens, she's pretty nasty. She's icy, she's bitter. It's not about gender, it's about rank in the tarot. So, she's seen some shit, basically. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty to do whatever it takes for her to get her stability.
Right, okay.
So now, most important thing, Chelsea needs to know.
Is that referred to, like, who, me? To me?
I keep the energy general. Tarot, alright, so first of all, we're all energy. And we're all connected. Like, now that you and I are talking, I'm connected to you. You go get a reading in like a week or two, and someone might be like, yeah, somebody said this, and it's my energy showing up. So this could be yours and or somebody that is significant in your life.
Okay.
Most important thing Chelsea needs to know right now. Thank you. That was interesting. It felt like a hand was in the deck flipping it. Damn, girl, that's a lot. It's okay. Let's see. Let's go up here. Alright, most important thing that you need to know. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to tell you all these cards because they're so freaking many. Basically, what it feels like is you see the truth. You see the truth in what you're dealing with. It's an emotional choice for you to stay where you've been staying. But the longer you stay in this situation, the more healing you're going to have. It's draining you. Eight of Cups says you shouldn't have to emotionally detach when you're really wanting to walk away from a situation. Five of Wands, Death card, Six of Pentacles. This feels like if there's a huge shift in your life that you're wanting, you have to prepare for it. Five of Wands is like an energy of skill. They're prepping. They're learning how to use their tools. They're learning how to fight, basically. Like in a traditional tarot, it's got five men and they've got like wooden sticks, and they're not swords, they're sticks, but like they're battling each other. Like they're learning, you know. So for the big day. So Six of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Page of Swords, that feels like the scale's tipping. The Tower is a shake-up. It's a shock and awe. With the Page of Swords, this feels like you learning different ways to do what you got to do to make yourself balanced. With the Queen of Wands right in the middle, it feels like your light has been dimmed. Like somebody put out your flame. Is this about love or is this about work?
Love.
Okay. Well, then,
well, you know what? Both, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you know, one will affect the other. I will say that.
Okay.
Everything, just everything touches everything. So most important thing that you need to know, you're only dealing with a Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is, I'll blow smoke up your ass. I'll tell you what you want to hear to get you off my back. That's like, oh, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show up like this. I'm going to change this. No, they don't. Or maybe for like 2 days and then they go right back. You got a choice to make. Judgment, Temperance, Chariot, the Hermit. It's like the 5th time I said you got a choice. Judgment is assessing and reviewing. Does this bring you peace? Does this bring you harmony? Does this bring you balance? Do you really think that you can... Temperance is about transmuting as well. Do you think that you can turn anyone into anything, especially if they don't want to be it? We can't. How hard is it to change ourselves? Nothing about trying to change somebody else. As well as, we're all supposed to be growing. So how is this hindering your growth? What's holding you back? How is he holding you back? Same thing with your job. Chariot and the Hermit. Chariot is a very fast energy. This says you need to be in control. You cannot let what other people do dictate your steps, your moves, your future. It's been like that for a long time. There's some heavy soul searching that you need to do. What is it that you want? Where do you want to see yourself in life? Today, tomorrow, and 10 years from now. Not back there. Wish it was like this. Or why did he do this? I can't get over this. Because that's gone. And you can't change it. There's nothing you can do about that. So, moving forward, you have the Sun, 9 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Devil. You are blocking your blessings. The longer you stay investing in energy that does not serve you, that's not good for you. That doesn't help you. There's good things out there that are trying to come to you. The universe will always give you what you need. When it sees you growing, then it starts giving you what you want. Part of growing is making good choices that promote yourself. Final tip for Chelsea. I'm going to take those. Thank you. 3 of Wands is back at the bottom of the deck. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. You've already been living in fear. Chariot, 9 of Swords, and the Strength card. That is wanting to get the hell out of Dodge. That's going to sleep, having a nightmare, waking up, and still being in the nightmare.
Right.
The universe is also saying, we know how strong you are. You don't have to be strong anymore. You've already got enough pain that you carry here. Just to get through the day-to-day. That's this top row.
Wow.
Down here, Knight of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Lovers. This talks about focusing on what you really want. It talks about a huge shift, weighing out your options. What is stability to you? It doesn't matter how long you've been in a situation. If it doesn't feel good, then it's not where you're supposed to be. That's it. It doesn't even matter what kind of connection you have. It honestly feels like being stuck on a connection that you had, and it's not there anymore.
Okay.
So, what questions do you want to ask the cards?
So, how specific? You said more specific.
Oh,
better?
Honey, you be so. If you want to go towards love, you can ask, "What are their intentions towards me? What exists between us right now? Are they hiding anything from me? Things like that."
So we're both addicts in recovery, and I just want to know. Things are really great between us, and we went through a lot, and we've always had each other's backs and stuff, and I'm truly ready in my heart to live that life with him, and I just want to know if he is too, and the future that we're supposed to about to have together is a real thing or a fantasy put in my head.
What's his name?
Jason.
Okay. What are Jason's intentions towards Chelsea when it comes to love? Thank you. Don't ever deny your intuition. There's a reason why you're here, okay? Hangman at the bottom of the deck. His intentions towards you. The Moon and the 8 of Pentacles. So, the Moon is an illusion. Eight of Pentacles is supposed to be putting in the work. So he's supposed to be putting in the work towards you. Now, the Hangman at the bottom of the deck is kind of like a state of limbo, not really quite sure. The Hangman also represents that there needs to be a release. Usually I'll say sacrifice. Like sacrifice is like you got to give something up. That would be a sacrifice, okay? Now, a sacrifice could be anything. You would know him better than me. Whether it is his way of thinking, whether it's a job, whether it is a behavior, there's something that he has to give up that he's not. Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, Four of Wands, Three of Swords. Eight of Cups is walking away. He's holding back from walking away from something. From something that makes him happy with the Four of Wands there because he doesn't want to feel uncomfortable with the Three of Swords. Eight of Swords, it's got him stuck in his head. He has a lot of anxiety and fear about his truths coming out. Justice and the Empress is, when that combo is together with the Nine of Swords, it's kind of like, how would you feel if you were a teething baby and you had something to chew on and then someone took it away from you? What would you do?
Freak out.
That's the energy that it feels like there. Now, I'm going to ask why. Why are these his intentions? Please tell me, why are these Jason's intentions towards Chelsea? Thank you. Because, again, there's something that he doesn't want to give up. You've got the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, which is very painful. Just look at the Ten of Swords there. There's a whale with 10 swords. It's not even in his back. Usually it's in his back. It's in his damn chest. So it's just like, Knight of Swords is to cut out something that is not good for you. It's a painful ending. 10 is supposed to be completing a cycle. Even though it fucking hurts. Okay? So, the Devil and the Nine of Pentacles. It's the Devil. The Devil represents bondage, addiction, procrastination, depression. It's a toxic energy. Those are all just general. I mean, there's like 50 meanings to each card. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Got Knight of Wands. Alright, so honestly, this feels like, I really hate to say this, but it feels like a relapse.
Well, he's incarcerated right now.
Okay.
So he hasn't ever had any treatment before, so he has no idea what it's like to even go to AA. This is his first time and he's scared. The dope is the only thing that has made him feel safe and secure and loved. It's the only thing that's has back is his family's abandoned him. I'm the first person in his life that's not done that to him, and I think that terrifies him because every woman in his life has traumatized him. And but dope's always been there for him. Yeah. And he's I think he's in his head a lot in there. He talks to me about it. This is the biggest step he's taken in his entire life, and I think he's supposed to be on ADHD medication. It's like his head, it never stops. It's too much, and I'm just.
All right, let's back up for a second.
Okay.
Trust me, I know, because I know drugs. I know drugs.
Yeah.
I know. If there's anyone that knows, it's me. When he's being incarcerated, he didn't take a step.
Right.
When I was incarcerated, I didn't take a step. I said, fuck. Because if I didn't get caught, guess where I'd be?
Right.
I won't be taking no step. Fuck that. I know drugs. So, and when I was in there, I'm like, fuck.
Right.
Making promises to anyone and everyone. And then when I'm not on the phone, all I'm thinking about is getting out and doing it. Can't wait till I get out. I'm going to get me a line. I'm going to get me a blunt. I'm going to get me a bottle. I'm going to go see da-da-da-da-da. That's this. Six of Cups, going back to something from the past. So, right now, and also you have to remember, it's okay if this hurts, because you come for the truth, and that's what I do. I don't sugarcoat anything. If your friends told you, he is going through withdrawals. He doesn't know what it's like to think normal.
Right.
I know all this too, like firsthand. Like I was very bad on drugs. So when I was getting sober, it was bad. So he's at this point in his mind right now, and this was like, it's like same story. Like right before I had treatment, I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to feel. I didn't know how to feel because I hated everybody and just everything that you said. Like everybody let him down.
And I think that it is his first time treatment, and my issue is I don't care if he ever uses again. What I'm worried about is when he fucks up, immediately comes to me and says I fucked up and we get it together, he just keeps trying. You know what I mean? Because he's either like all or nothing. Like he's in it or he's not. You know? So I'm just, my question is more like, will he is it's still something he wants and he knows it's something he's going to still struggle with, but is it ultimately something that he's trying to let go? I guess.
It's minute by minute. It is minute by minute. And free will is always a factor. Because if, like I said, let's rewind, he didn't take the step. He was forced to.
Right.
So, he would still be doing it. Which means he didn't want to do it.
He would still definitely be doing it.
So, when he gets out, all it's going to take is one person to piss him off, one person to hurt him, and he's going to go to what he knows. I know, because I've done it too.
Absolutely.
So, every human being has their breaking point. And it's not, when we're talking about him, it is, there's nothing that anyone can do to make him hit that breaking point unless it's him. He is the one personally who decides, all right, I've had enough. I'm ready. He won't do it. He shouldn't, and he won't, and nobody ever will do it for you or another person. It breaks down to them. They get to that point in their head where they're like, I'm going to fucking die. And then sometimes they don't even hit their breaking point, and then they die. But a lot of times they will just get there right before and be like, all right, I can't do this no more. I can't live this life anymore. I'm tired of A, B, C, D, E. And then they go for themselves. And it's not always a straight path. Healing's messy as fuck on all levels. So not only does he have to heal his body, he has to heal his mind, and then hopefully eventually his soul. So the physical part would be quitting. The emotional part is how to handle, how to cope with pain, how to cope with anger. Now, even back more, it's detecting what emotion he's feeling. Because at this point, you don't really know if you're sad, if you're angry, if you're miserable, if you're depressed, if it's resentment. It could be all. But he's got a lot of tools that he has to be taught. And it's not going to be an overnight process. So in the meantime, you can be support, but I honestly, and this is human to human, not as a reader, you cannot put your life on hold. You can be supportive, that's fine, but I would not invest. I would draw a line in the sand to where if you think he might go back and use, how is that going to affect your sobriety? How is it going to affect your healing process? Is he going to drag you down with him?
Yes. Well, I don't know. Whenever I went to jail and I got out and he wasn't sober, I told him I want to be with him, and he told me that as much as I would love to feed you some bullshit, give you every promise in the world, he said, I have a pipe in my pocket right now, and I need you to get away from me because I can't stop, and you deserve better. And that's why we broke up. So I don't know, and he forced himself away from me for a while. So I think that if it came down to that, he would run from me, and he would not be around me to do that. He wouldn't be the one, no.
So how long have you guys like known each other, been together?
I've known him for years. We've been together for a year.
And what would you say your most favorite thing is about him?
The connection, I guess. Just never met somebody I feel like I've known my whole life, you know, just the vibe, like it's just, I feel I've been in love 2 other times, but it wasn't like this. It just, it's hard. I can't put in words like what I'm trying to say.
It's okay.
What that is.
I'm asking this so that you can watch it in here when you watch.
Okay.
Being that y'all are always fucked up, and you say it's a vibe. Being high is a vibe. So, when you're high, you are not you. You are under
Yeah.
the influence of a mind.
Well, that's why I'm just like asking for guidance, and I'm stuck because my mind goes like, well, yeah, that's probably everything you're telling me, but then right before it went real bad, like he did get sober we were almost 3 weeks sober. He was working every day, and like he actually really fucking tried, and then he fucking got arrested. And just my mind always goes back to like, well, he did try, he did stop, he was going to work, you know what I mean? Like he was spending so much time like he's straight with my kids, like so, and then that happened, and then that's when everything went downhill and ruined when he got that warrant.
So what I was saying was mind altering substance. And that's funny, like on Messages from the Universe, I picked up on not things from the past. So that's why I asked how long y'all been together. You have about 3 weeks of sober memories together out of all the time that you've known him. There's no other way for me to say this, but I have complete conviction in saying this because I used to be a huge druggie. That you don't know your asshole from your fucking elbow, and the shit that comes out of your damn mouth, and the way that you move and carry yourself when you are fucked up.
Right.
So, I would hate to say that it is mostly an illusion. I will never take your life from you, but I can speak. I speak for myself when I apply it to myself. So, if you think nobody can make this choice for you, this is just loose guidance. When he gets out. You will have to watch because actions always speak louder than words. And if he has been fucked up for most of his life, this is not an overnight process. And, maybe he needs somebody by his side. And maybe it is you, but that's a lot of weight to put on your shoulders. And you're a mom. So you got a big plate. You need to make sure that you are filling your cup first because those babies need you, and you can't pour into their cup if you ain't got shit in yours.
Right. You're right.
That's the balance that the cards were talking about as well.
Okay.
So he's a big boy. Yes, we came for guidance in regards of love. He has to be his own man.
Right.
It's okay to have someone support and be by him, but he's got to step up to the plate.
Yeah, he's made a lot of promises in there, of course,
Right.
That he's tired of being a boy, he's ready to be a man, and he's got this plan of what he is going to do to be that man, and I've tricked him with certain kind of questions to see, his response, how he'd answer it. If it would this way, then his motives are probably not good. Like, for instance, whenever he gets out, he's probably getting house arrest, and I offered, well, you could just stay, we'll just get our own place, it'll just be us, all that. And he told me no, that he didn't want me spending all my money on that, and that he thinks he needs more accountability to do good and somebody be on his ass, so he wants us to live with his mother.
So, when is he supposed to be getting out?
It's not exactly sure, but probably, hopefully January 11th he has court, so he should be out around then.
So let's just talk about, we'll go to February.
Okay.
I want to ask what his goals will be for himself in February. When it comes to Jason, this will be the last thing because we're at 24. Okay. What will Jason's goals be towards himself for himself in February 2023? Thank you. Good. Walking away from partying. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups in reverse. Alright, so come February, he's going to be in a world of pain. Here.
Yeah, he needs it. He's got so much trauma, girl.
And
we have the same story, and that's why I feel so connected to him. He's got so much trauma that I do.
Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. That is literally somebody teaching him how to see clearly, how to see what he's feeling, how to see the actions that he's done in the past that got him stuck. 8 of Swords. Why is he stuck? This feels like mother issues. Like, even though he's going to move in with his mom, it feels like hardcore fucking mother issues.
It is.
So, Judgment and 3 of Pentacles. He's going to do a lot of self-evaluation. 3 of Pentacles, to mend what's broken and to create a more solid foundation for him.
Okay.
Let me see. It's not going to be easy. 9 of Pentacles, Strength card, Temperance, Page of Cups, and the Emperor. He will, alright, so maybe this is a good thing. Like, him being out on house arrest, whatever, you know, they can, like, drug test you anytime. That's going to be the short leash that he's going to be on. That's going to make him stay sober. But if the state doesn't give him something right away in regards of therapy, counseling.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'll be part for IOP therapy, mental health, and the drug classes at Hamilton Center, all of it, that'll be part of it.
He needs to know, I don't care how you tell him, he has to apply himself. It's not just about showing up, because he has to.
Right.
If he wants to heal, he has to absorb, he has to invest, he has to be. And if he's not getting it, if he's not vibing with the teacher or whatever, he needs to speak to somebody, and he needs to tell somebody, I really need to heal, I really want to heal, I'm just not clicking with this, can you please help me? It's all about how he presents himself to somebody. There is somebody out there that's going to help him and redirect him. If the program or the teacher or the substance that is being given to him, the lessons, the healing, if it doesn't click, I'm only saying it because, I mean, this is the intuitive part of me. It's not a one-size-fits-all, but usually the state just, boom, here's the book, go through it. Every human being is different. And I'm feeling this with him. So if he hits that wall, he needs to know, because a lot of times we get tunnel vision when we're sobering up. He needs to know that there are options, that he can talk to somebody and explain that he really, really, really wants to do this, but this just isn't his cup of tea. He's not blending with it, but he really needs the help, and he needs to reach out, and that's part of being a man too. So swallow the pride and go for the gusto. It's about reobtaining yourself, rehabilitating yourself. So with that being said, you're doing the right thing by testing him, like you said.
Yeah.
Don't deny your intuition, okay? Be vigilant. Do not forget that you need to put yourself first, because especially for yourself, but it trickles down onto your babies. So they are innocent here. Don't make them a victim of circumstance.
Right.
They have to be first. You have to be first so that they can be first.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. It was nice meeting you. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to upload this, and when it's ready, I'll send it, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're
so
welcome.
helpful. You're
God
amazing.
bless.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.